Okay. Hey, welcome back. Hi, how you doing? I'm James, I cook. I'm James, I VFX. I do a lot of different stuff. And we're here today to do a dish called shrimp scampi. We're gonna do it a little different because I learned this technique from my father-in-law, Dave, who passed away from cancer a few years back. So, hi Dave, fuck cancer. I learned it from him, but I learned it as an all-in-one dish. So it was like the pasta and the shrimp and the butter and the wine and everything all mixed together. And he used Cajun seasoning on it to spice it up. And I really like that. I might actually do that in this one. I've also got some crushed red pepper to be a little bit more authentically American Italian. The dish is usually just the shrimp with butter, wine, shallots, garlic in a pan to make a sauce with the shrimp, gently cooked to perfection, 4 or 5 minutes tops, and then that's then mixed in with cooked pasta. They tell you to reserve a little bit of the pasta water, as usual, pasta water for the win. What we're gonna do here is I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to put the pasta in the pan with some water, put some butter in, white wine, lemon, garlic, shallot. I'm gonna throw some tomato here in at the end. I got a nice heirloom tomato that was just sitting there, not getting used, so why not throw it in? It's good for color. And then I'm going to put a little bit of grated cheese in at the end or to service. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got some shrimp. I've got some Trader Joe's shrimp. We'll go over shrimp basics real quick. These are Trader Joe's, whatever count. It's the raw ones with the tail on, blue bag. Shrimp that are integrated into a dish, like we're going to integrate it, like with the noodles and the sauce and everything, you're gonna want to take the tail off. Taking the tail off of a shrimp is generally very easy once they're thawed. You can grab the fins and gently pull it. Whoop. Oh, we lost the whole tail on this one. Okay, doesn't always work. I don't know, man. It just doesn't always work. I'm not gonna try and fix this. There's no fixing this. But I wanna keep going with my little tutorial here about working with shrimp. Shrimp don't need to cook very long. In fact, they will start cooking just out at room temperature. Is that true? Depends on how hot the room is, but they don't like sitting out for very long. These defrosted in tap water in about 1.5 minutes. So yeah, I mean, they're good to go. They were actually kind of frozen when I started this video, and now they're like completely thawed. We're gonna do a couple of quick things here. Let's see if we can actually get one to work. There we go. So, hey, you know, with the power of editing, I could just make it look like I didn't screw up the first time. Back vein is taken out. There's another vein in here. So what I like to do is I like to cut that one out. And it's a little laborious. You should have water nearby. Don't cut yourself, but you just, and then you can just take the vein out. So when you have water, you can just run water over this and it just comes right out. So now you have a perfectly clean, no whatever vein this is, no inner vein here, but it's still going to curl up into a little C shape. It's going to turn pink and it will lose its translucency, which is the ability for light to pass through it. It will become solid white and pink like shrimp. We're going to do a one-pot shrimp scampi. Why waste heat and power and gas and everything else when you can just throw it all into one pot? I got some clean shrimp, so they're good to go. They're deveined front and back. Tail shells are off. How are we going to do this? Let's think about how we do this. We're going to pretend like this is the right size pan and I'm not getting overwhelmed here. Pretending that. Salted butter. Here's what we're going to do. This may be wrong, but it feels right. Here's what we're going to do. Butter in the pan. Shallots and garlic simmered in butter in the pan. Then add water and pasta and start cooking it. At some point, we'll add wine in, and then while there's still some liquid in, we throw the shrimp in with about 3 minutes to go, and that'll get them full of flavor. Lemon. Gonna need lemon. So it's lemon, white wine, maybe Cajun seasoning, crushed red peppers, and I'm gonna throw tomatoes in at the end. This is not your father's shrimp scampi, it's my father-in-law's shrimp scampi. We're gonna keep things moving. Still got liquid in here. Still got shrimp that aren't cooked. But I'm really just trying to thread the needle here between pasta that's al dente, but soft enough to eat, and shrimp that isn't terribly overcooked. We're gonna do some pepper. We're doing it, guys. Yes, al dente, but also lemony, winey. Yeah, it's really good. A little bit of tomato, like brightness on my lip. You can see the sauce is thickening up. Okay. Fire off. Okay, it's okay to have a little bit of a little soupiness. Shrimp scampi is shrimp in a sauce put over noodles. This is where the noodles are cooked in with it, so they're going to be, the flavor is just into the noodles, which is awesome, right? So, and then we've got our shrimp that are perfectly cooked. It's pretty saucy. I will add a little cheese for myself. More pepper. And we're gonna try this. So, steamy. Okay, so here we go. First bite. What am I seeing? I'm seeing lots of garlic. I'm seeing shrimp. I'm seeing some tomato. That is way sweeter than I expected. Heirloom tomato. Had a lot of sweetness to it. Well, okay. And also I didn't go crazy overboard on the spices, but I definitely could use more crushed red pepper or, so let's try that. Let's go to town. It's a flip top. Idiot. So it's like it's a pizza. Scrimp. You like it? Is it good? Did you do a good job? I put tomato in. Yeah. But it's heirloom tomato, so it's really sweet. It doesn't match the flavor profile. It took all the lemony and it was like, hey, you're zingy and lemony, but now you're sweet too. Sweet and sour. Sweet and bitter. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I cooked it right.
I'll take your word for it.
Want shrimp?
No, not really.
Got a lot.
Yep. Sure do.
Thanks for coming by. Okay, the spices are kicking in. Did a bunch of crushed red pepper. We killed some of it. It could have more noodles or less shrimp, but the balance was kind of okay if you like shrimp. So to sum up, butter and garlic and shallots into a pan. I cooked them for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Then I added in 1.5 of these, 4 ounces of spaghetti, number 12 spaghetti, Desecho brand, air dried, a lot of extra starch on the surface. And I put that into the pan. I let it cook all together. I did it about 8 minutes. I poured in white wine, ended up being about a cup of white wine into the mix. I put in 1 whole lemon, juiced 1 whole lemon. I used a strainer to catch the seeds, and then I cooked it down. So it was almost done with about 2 or 3 minutes to spare. I put the shrimp in, they cooked through. I tried to reduce it as much as I could. If I waited a little bit longer, which was the thing that was sort of my thing. It's something I'm working on. If I had let the noodles cook another 2 minutes. They would be less al dente. These are perfectly al dente, but some people like softer. So I could have gone a little longer and still had enough liquid to easily cook the shrimp. But yeah, all in all, I think it worked. It plated well, bowled well, plated in the bowl well. Anyway, yeah, so shrimp scampi, all in one pot. Basically a quick weeknight meal, even though I'm close to an hour in between cooking and talking and shrimping. I hope you find something useful out of this and something delicious out of this, and you can go make it yourself. So go cook something, like and subscribe the video so that it motivates me to keep doing this, and leave a comment about why you like this idea or don't like this idea of using all one pan, how you think it might work better for you. I'd love to hear that. So thanks for coming by. I'm really glad you did. I hope you learned something. I hope you took something away from this. See you next time.